It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard, and we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams...
The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out runs their offense for the first time this game. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball. Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10. Here's Watson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They toss it to Chubb. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They're now set for first and 10. Here's Watson. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Second and 3 now. They toss right to Chubb. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Here's Watson, first and 10. Jeudy there to grab it. And he gets him around 6 there. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Here's Chubb up the middle. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss. Third and 4 coming up now. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Throwing is Watson. Chased out to his right. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. Deshaun Watson with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 28. Here's a loft deep down the middle. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. From the gun, it's May. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Browns take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And it's been such an incredible season for him. As we play our final month of football, he's leading the NFL in passing yards. Has a man, it's Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. May now from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Quick slant, that's Williams. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They just get the play off. He's got it. Touchdown, New England! Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. Watson on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They run it from the gun with Chubb. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Chubb. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. Broke through the tackle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Watson working in the pistol. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air, Watson. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34. 5 men in the secondary for the Pats. Third down. Watson now. Chubb brings it in. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. They'll give to Chubb on the option. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Browns working here. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Working from the gun, Watson. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow their lead just before halftime. That one right down the middle. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here comes Williams on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Patriots are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He's got it inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a 1-score game before halftime. Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Browns with their offense back out there as Nick Chubb returns to the field. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone, but through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Free up the middle, gets a breakaway. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, it's May. That's complete, here's Brown. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a one-score game before halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Patriots chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Browns taking the field with barely any time left in this opening half. They're up by 7. We'll see if they choose to just rest on that going into halftime. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. From the gun, Watson. It's into the hands of Chubb. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Watson looking to throw. Get some space around midfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, here's Watson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Field goal unit out there on 2nd down as they try for 3 here before halftime. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. This is brought in at the 15. So it's halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top at the break. Now it's down to Florida where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the Bills who pick up the victory at home. Josh Allen, excellent in the win, as his guys up their mark to 11-4 now with 1 game to play. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Matthew Stafford, 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Jaden Daniels leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. The Browns were given a solid performance in that first half from their quarterback, Deshaun Watson. He was downright amazing with 3 touchdown passes. And these two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The paint. They're out and set, 1st and 10. To throw, here's May. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game, even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down. None of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments, the game...
Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Pass taken in by Burton. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 43. That one complete to Njoku. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Play action, it's Watson. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Watson. He's on the move. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Watson to throw it. Flush out. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns push their lead further to start the half. Deshaun Watson with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Browns take a 3-possession lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Operating from the gun, here's May. Finds a seam down the middle. Down to the 10. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Browns getting their offense out there. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Watson. He'll get this complete to Chubb. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
On the slant, complete to Judy. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Chubb here on first down. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. Powering across for the touchdown. The Browns make it a 16-point ball game. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Browns take a 3-possession lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The visitor. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To the air on first down, May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. May now from the gun. Has a man. It's Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the gun, it's May. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Patriots cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Reset.
And off to Chubb to start the drive. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Reset.
Chubb running out of the gun. And he's stopped, so that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Browns ball. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Reset.
Working from the gun, Watson. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Reset. Out.
From the 48. Escapes his grasp. He's keeping it. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. Scooped up by the Patriots. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down throw for May. He'll get this one to Brown. And they take him down right along the 30. They have themselves another 1st and 10. May looking to throw. Quick slant, that's Williams. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. And he continues to rise higher and higher as this game goes on. That's now a 500-yard performance for him. Less than 30 times that's ever happened, which puts in perspective the enormity of what he's accomplished here. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. To the air yet again, May. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Let's go now.
Running with Stevenson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Patriots make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns and this running back headed back out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Reset. Down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Reset. Out.
Back-to-back carries here. And after a little running, he gets this up to the 32. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
Reset.
Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
Reset. Down. Go. Down. Go.
Watson now, blitz coming. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Down.
They'll
Go.
motion him out of the backfield. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Dump off caught by his back. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the Browns a 1st. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns holding on to a field goal lead. All set up now for 1st and 10.
Good set.
They give inside to Chung. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's a counter give to Chung. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7. Here he is to throw. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond a field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And a decent return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. Setting up to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's May. And he gets in. It's a touchdown. What a moment. They can likely win it on the extra point now. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Now the kick team out to steal away the lead with a point after. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. Now on for a likely game winner if he can hit it. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down Brock, and that brings his ball game to a close. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road.